What's up, everybody? This is the American Juggernaut Big Red, and a show was promised and a show will be delivered. So this is the part of the show where we tell you that this is not your mama's podcast. So with that being said, there will be some things maybe not so much in this episode because I got something in store for you guys that you guys are going to want to hear. So just wait until after the intro and we'll see what happens. Now, there will be some foul language, so if you are offended by that, maybe don't listen to the show at all because shit happens and four-letter words fly. So I love the fuck out of every single one of you. Let's cue the fucking intro. You know, I always get nervous when we hit record on this sumbitch, and then I think, oh fuck, well, what are people gonna think, and shit like that. But you know what? I don't care. A fucking Batman movie, rated R, dude, is totally just killing it. And did your ears bleed at some point? Yes, they did. Yeah. Therefore, by process of elimination, I do not like John Jones. Knowledge. It's a silent K. Our language is pretty fucked up. Because you're a professional sleeper?
Hell no, Ryerson. That is the most badass Mexican on guitar of all time.
Carlos Santana.
Almost maybe instrumentally.
You can have it. It's all yours. I don't want it back.
Dude,
he can play the guitar and it'll sound like he's fucking your mother and you'll be alright. B2J. B2J the podcast. Things entertainment, baby. What's up, everybody? This is B2J the podcast, and we're coming to you live from the 209 Stockton, California. Knows how to party. And did it sound like it was just one person doing that rather than two people? Well, it's really because there is only one of us in the B2J podcast at the moment. But don't worry, we got a show for you. And by we, I mean me. And by me, I mean the American Juggernaut, Big Red James Himley. Now, what's going on? Well, let me tell you. I am setting up the show for more content. So we are in kind of a reconstruction phase of B2J, so I want to get more shows out, and this is sort of like a behind the scenes episode. So what is going on? More content, more shows. I want to bring to you guys a show as often as possible whenever I feel like there's an opportunity to get a show out. Just like right now, a show will be delivered upon it being completed, delivered upon completion. That's like what I guess I mean to say. So I want to reiterate what this show has been about since day one. It's an entertainment show. So I'm going to get shows out about movies, about music, about my truest of true passions, which is professional wrestling. I am a huge professional wrestling mark, so I'm going to start delivering when shows happen. Now, I don't get the pleasure of watching AEW so much, so I'm going to leave that to Brian Kendall. He's the other half of B2J. There's Brian and then there's me. So I'm going to have him kind of just operate the AEW field of professional wrestling. And I'm going to try to watch the rest and stay above water when it comes to knowing anything about AEWs, because I do love my professional wrestling. I think that AEW is a spot fest, faction fest, way too many wrestlers. Not like the storylines are very all over the place. I really feel like WWE is firing on all cylinders right now. They're getting a lot of storylines right. The Roman Reigns storyline is perfect. The Bloodline is amazing. That storyline is so good. Even down to what's going on with Jay and Jimmy Uso. They, with their brother Solo Sikoa, the whole thing. There's the Roman factor with Solo and the wise man Paul Heyman, and then they're kind of utilizing Brock to take out Cody Rhodes. Somehow he's affiliated in some way. There's just a lot going on, and that's what I mean. So I'm going to continue to take copious notes on the going on of WWE, and I'm going to try and hit NXT as well and deliver my hot take on all the shows that are WWE. And I'm going to try and give you guys a movie of the week, dissect a movie from the past, give you guys a movie to watch that might be coming out, or if there's nothing that's really great coming out that week, or we've already dissected quite a few of those up-and-coming movies, I'll give you guys a movie of the past. I always love doing that. And then music. I want to give you guys at least something to listen to going into the weekends. So I want to, or your days off, whatever they are, because summer's coming up. I want to give you guys a playlist every single week, a top 10, if you will. And then me and Brian do this thing, Did Your Ears Bleed? The Pop Top 10, and I'm going to try and get that going too. So much more to look forward to in the content factor of WWE, I mean B2J. I also am now doing stand-up comedy, and I have a lot of comedian friends that I want to interview and pick their brains and put them over. So I'm going to put over some local talent. I also have a lot of wrestling fans, local wrestling friends. Forgive me, I've been working all day and it's 3:00 in the morning. So if you hear me stumbling and fumbling and bumbling all over this place, it's because that's what's going on. But I'm trying to get this show out, and I want to give you guys stuff to look forward to. So enjoy this weekend, because starting Monday, I want to get this show a rocking and a rolling. So this is your captain of the B2J team telling you, hey, there's a lot of B2J coming up. This is all off the cuff too. I didn't write any notes for this show. I just wanted to make sure I got on here and delivered something and tell you that more content is coming than you're going to be able to handle. And I'm not going to make these shows super long, because we're going to be delivering more and more. And I love you all. I appreciate you guys. Tell at least one person a day passionately about B2J the podcast. That's all I ask. This is word of mouth advertisement. All right? There'll be no more extra credit podcast. This is just strictly B2J the podcast. If it has to be just me coming in and dropping a show like right now, I will do that, because I feel like some content's better than no content. And I do appreciate everybody who gives us their time. And this is another way to get me out there. I am a stand-up comedian, up and coming. I've been doing a couple of shows around here in Sacramento and Stockton, California. And I trained for over a year to become a professional wrestler. I got a couple of matches under my belt. And I haven't given up on that dream. So And then I got this, my podcast, B2J the podcast. One half of B2J the podcast in the form of hosts, but one of the co-creators. I have to give credit where credit is due. This is not just me. This is also Brian's. So, we're here. I'm here. We're doing this thing. And I hope that you guys listen to this, got something out of it. And who made the list this week? Well, I'm going to say nobody. I'm going to put everybody over this week. Nobody. Everybody's doing their best. Everybody's working hard. Everybody's trying to get things accomplished. Everybody's chasing their dreams. Everybody's doing their best. And I hope that continues on and continues forward. Until next week, B2J, the podcast. This is American Juggernaut Big Red, James Himley signing off. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Be blessed. I appreciate you all.